Every week, fat, sugar, and salt meet at a support group with Heather, the know-it-all, and Marjorie, who tries to keep the conversation healthy.
All right, looks like everybody's here. Anybody want to start? All right, we didn't all come here for the coffee.
I've got something. What's with all these newfangled diets? I mean, if you ask me, they've all got a serious case of boring. Honestly, I think the cardboard industry's making a move on the food industry.
We're not going to talk about that again. You're just salty because you're not the life of the party anymore.
Gluten-free, fat-free, sugar-free. The only reason it's free is because nobody wants to eat it.
You need sugar. Sugar's energy. Everybody loves energy.
Fat? Everybody needs fat. There's good fat. I like fat. What are we talking about?
Look, this is not about what others are doing. The point of this support group is for you to come to terms with what you do.
People love it when they get natural sugar for things like fresh fruits. But that's never enough. Next thing you know, they want me added to everything.
We've talked about this. The American Heart Association has recommended added sugars be kept to a minimum, no more than 10% total calories.
I can't help it if I'm the #1 food additive in the US. I'm a people pleaser.
More like one big empty calorie.
Americans eat almost 100 pounds of sugar every year. This is a 100-pound bag of cement. This is how much added sugar we put in our bodies. 33% comes from sweetened beverages. 9 teaspoons can be found in a 12-ounce can of soda. That's 9 packets of sugar. If you just had one soda, you'll use up your sugar budget for the whole day.
Look, there's help out there. Soon there's going to be new changes to nutrition labels, and it'll tell you whether or not sugar's been added to your food.
There are a ton of names for sugar. Brown sugar, cane sugar, beet sugar, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup. I could go on and on. If you look at the label on the food, you'll see how much sugar is in it and how many types. A good rule of thumb is if it's one of the first 3 ingredients that appears, or it's listed several times, there's a lot of added sugar in the product.
Thank you, Heather, for that unsolicited information.
All that people-pleasing has led to people eating lots of added sugar, usually in processed nutrient-poor foods. Sugar just adds calories that leads to weight gain, cavities in your teeth, and that can contribute to making other health conditions like diabetes and heart disease worse.
Oh, so sugar got all the problems, huh? Yeah, let's talk about heart disease. I'll give you heart disease.
I don't think technically heart disease is something you give.
Thanks, Dr. Heather.
Look, too much salt can lead to high blood pressure and an increased risk of heart disease and stroke.
Nice.
No, it's not nice. 75% of sodium is found in processed food, and it's used as a preservative and for food flavoring.
I am in everything. Fast food, frozen meals, boxed dinners, canned soup, canned vegetables, and chips and pretzels.
Yeah, a little of you goes a long way. Do you know that if you eat one slice of this, you used up over half your sodium budget for the whole day?
Yeah, but who eats just one, right?
Nobody.
Heather, we talked about you keeping pizza in your back pocket. There's really no point.
You think that's why they love that pizza? I'll tell you why they love it. The average American eats 29 pounds of fat per year in baked goods and fried foods. This is just 5 pounds I keep for a visual aid.
Man, every meeting you gotta bring out that big fat blob. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on.
Hey man, I'm sick of your fat shaming. People need fat for healthy skin and brain function. Healthy fats like omega-3s found in fish like tuna, trout, and salmon. Monounsaturated fats like in olive and canola oil. Polyunsaturated fats like in sunflower oil. That's the kind of fats you should be using.
Yes,
No.
but in moderation. Even though they're healthier, they're still high in calories.
Besides, Americans eat more fat than they need, and the fat they consume tends to be the unhealthy kind. Unhealthy fat is saturated fat and trans fat. Saturated fat comes from animal products like bologna and hot dogs and pepperoni and salami and butter and cheese.
A lot of salt in those fatty processed meats.
Trans fats are found in processed foods like bakery products.
Oh yeah, lots of sugar in those bakery products.
Thank you, Heather, for once again taking over the meeting. Perhaps next week we can work on control issues.
Look, I'm just a big sack of sugar. I don't have the answer to this problem.
Just being aware of the problem helps. Looking closely at the nutritional facts labels for the amount of fat, sugar, and salt that are added to your food goes a long way. But what really gives you control of your diet is cooking food at home from scratch. Then you can control the amount of sugar and fat that's added to your diet. And if you learn to cook with low sodium spice mixes and herbs, then you can flavor your food without adding sodium.
Well, I've had enough of you guys for today. A little you three goes a long way.
No, don't go.
Don't do that, Heather.
Heather, please. Close the door on the way out.